Today's lesson is the difference between product and development in the perception of risk. We have a feature that we want to deploy in beta by the end of the week. And while we do that, this is a big feature, and there are because it's a big feature and it touches a lot of points. We need to. There are a lot of consequences and options for errors. And when I was talking to the dev team, I tried as much as I could, as I said on my last cast. I tried as much as I could to focus them and find the easiest solutions. But the lesson I've learned today, after working with our head of R&D, is that when you're dealing with beta and the notion of it's still broken, it's a philosophy that you need to embrace as product. Meaning, what I learned today is that for this beta, the best thing I could have done is to say the definition of done is that the success flow works perfectly. Any error, any error, any crash, anything that happens, we need to be able to investigate, but it needs to be investigated internally in the dev team. So create logs, create anything, whatever you need to be able to investigate any error or crash, which is a byproduct of an error. And that's the definition of done of this beta. And if I would have said that, then all the rest is negligible. Meaning, let's do a success flow. Once we do the success flow and it's done, let's release as beta to a selected group. It's a soft beta to a selected group of people that will white glove. We'll give them a white glove service, and we'll see how they react, how they work, and then we'll go on and develop and fix whatever needs to be fixed. And that's my lesson today. That's my job as a product for a high velocity startup that tries to bring as much effect to the things that we do, to the products that we develop and the features that we develop, is to say, for the first release, this is the definition of done, and to be as focused as I can. And it's hard because I was caught in the state of mind of the development team. And the state of mind of the development team, and it's a very good thing, is to have that state of mind in your development team is, let's close all open or all dark corners. Let's close them and be sure that they won't happen and everything. But as a product, I'm saying, no, my main interest is to get it out and then fix the problems, whatever we find. So go with the success flow, make it happen, work as work to make that happen, and once that happens, go on. Never mind the rest. Just let it go, and be able to investigate. And I think that's my lesson for today. Is always ask myself when the dev team comes to me with error handling, op, first of all, optional or it's not optional, it's errors that have a probability to happen. Ask yourself mainly if it affects the success flow. If it doesn't for such releases, if it doesn't, then ask them how they would investigate it later and release without handling that error. And I think it's a valuable lesson, and I am, and I should, and I will implement it in any thinking that on any new feature that will develop. For every step, ask yourself, what's the success flow? How you investigate errors? And even if you're developing, even if you're building, and let's say we're on step 2. So we're a list only with the success flow, and now we've learned some stuff, and now we're trying to release again. And now we want to handle 2 of the errors that we found. The success flow of now would be handling these errors. So look at the error is happening, handling it successfully, that's the success flow that you need to be focused on. Everything else, put aside. Put aside, be able to investigate and move on. And that's my lesson for today.